Is it bad that I am more excited about this than my birthday this month? Yes, maybe. I'm excited because this will be my 100th poem that I have written this year. Yikes! And I don't think I've ever written that much in just 1 year. I've been writing since I was 9 years old, so that's 14 years now. So you can imagine there's been a lot that I have vomited out on paper. It's a great visualization right there. I'm hoping that with 14 years, my poetry is slowly getting better. Hate is a strong word. Malice is even stronger. Extremely dislike sounds absurd. The people who use these words couldn't be more wronger. I'm hoping. So, in celebration of this new momentous occasion and this new milestone on my poetry Tumblr, which I started this year, I decided I'd do something a little bit different than just post my poetry on my Tumblr, and I'll actually read this poem via webcam. Without further ado, this is my 100th poem called 100. I've done this all 100 times, stooping down on bended spine, turning inklings into ink and feelings into lines. I've done this all 100 times, reaching out into the blind to make some sense of all this mess and to simplify these signs. I do this all to break the binds that interlock and intertwine, preventing me from being free to speak what's on my mind. And still I do this, for I find there's plenty more I've left behind. More things to say and to convey for me and for mankind. Looking back, the pathway winds with verbose words and grand designs. Some were thoughtful, some were awful, and some sounded fine. But going forward, to here I climb, to greater heights of thought and rhyme. I've done this all, so here's one more time for all the other 99s. Thank you so much for sharing this moment with me, and thank you everyone who reads my poetry. It makes me feel good that there are people who like the crazy things that come out of my head. It makes me feel less insane. I have a lot of great poetry that's about to be finished, and that's in addition to all the other random things that pop into my head. So thank you so much for sharing this moment with me and for reading. And I'll see you on my poetry Tumblr.